on that?
Well, Granny's house has to be painted. Now, can you get really quiet right now so that I can tell our friends at home how to do this? Thank you, Casey. All right, now, friends at home, this is a green leaf, and I'm going to use my glue stick here, and I'm going to make a face on my leaf. I'm using some glue stick. Friends at home, you can use lots and lots of different kinds of materials. I think I'm going to use a button. Use buttons for my eyes. There's one button. And let's see if we can find another one. And I like to use lots and lots of different kinds of things. And let's put a little more glue on there, and here's another button. Now I have two eyes on my leaf picture.
How come
and
nose?
I need, well, thank you. You're right, Casey. I was about to say I need to add a nose. And let's see. Oh, I have a pink button that I can use for that. And friends at home, I think I need to give my leaf person a mouth.
This?
Well, that's an extra button, and I don't think I'll use that, but I am going to give my leaf person a mouth. So I'll use lots of glue here. And I think I'll use some yarn, friends at home, for this. And let's use some pink yarn, and I'll make my leaf person smile. And I'll hold it up so my friends at home can take a look. Here's our leaf picture. And friends at home, you can make a leaf picture like this. Just ask your grown-up to be sure to help you save some things, collect some things that you can use. I think I'll give my leaf person one more thing. I think I'll use some of my cotton that I have here and maybe give my leaf person a little bit of hair. Maybe a little bit of cotton hair. That might be fun.
What is that?
Well, that's the glue there. Now I'm going to add some cotton here, Casey. Well, this is our leaf. Let's add some hair there. Now let's show our friends at home.
That looks like hair.
Yes, that looks like hair. Now we're ready. Isn't that nice? And friends at home, you can do this at your house too, so ask a grown-up to help you save some things.
That looks
Now I'm going to put our leaf...
4 eyes.
Oh, no, it's 2 eyes. Now I'm going to put our things away, and let's do some milk carton bowling. And I think I'll call the children one at a time. Everybody say right where you are. Oh, Desiree's ready. Desiree, come on over. And friends at home, you can join us. If you have a ball at your house and maybe some empty milk cartons, you can join us. Or if you have a bowling set, a bowling game at your house, you can join us too. Can you hold the ball? Let me straighten up our milk cartons here. And friends at home, you join us at your house too. And I just covered my milk cartons. Now, can you roll that ball? Roll it. Oh, how many did she knock over? 1. Give her a hand. That's great. Are you ready to try it, Jennifer? All right, Desiree, you can sit right down. Let's try it again. All right, Jennifer, you try it. Oh, look at that. You got 2. That's great. Who else would like to have a turn? Would you like to try it, Casey? Come on over. Move back just a little bit. Now roll the ball. Oh dear. Well, we'll try it again. Let's have another turn. Try it again. Now roll the ball. Really aim at those cartons. Good job. Give Casey a hand. Friends at home, you try this at your house too. That's great. All right. Come on over, Alan. Are you ready to try it? We have such good bowlers in Romper Room today. Oh, you got 2. Great. Great. That's wonderful. Casey, can you sit down right there where you are? Thank you. All right, let's see. Desiree, do you have a turn? Come on over and try it. And then we'll let Deborah have a turn too. Roll it. Oh, good. You got 1. That's great. Deborah, come over, and then I'll ask Kelly to come over. Okay, roll that ball. Oh, good. Give her a hand. Good job, Deborah. Friends at home, you try this at your house, too. Here we go. Come on over, Kelly, and try it. Step back just a little. Now roll that ball. Oh, good job. You're all very good bowlers. Would you like another turn, Alan? Would you like to try this again? Let's see if you can get all 3 over.
Me too. I would.
Let's go. Friends at home, you try it at your house. Be careful. Oh, good. Friends at home, be careful. Don't roll your ball into anything at your house. Don't break anything. Come on over, Casey. You can try it again.
Can I get the green ball?
Right over here. Shh. Try the yellow one. Move back just a little bit now. Roll. Good job. That was great. Can you sit right down, Casey? Well, friends at home, we have a special visitor in Romper Room. And my friend Calvin Ching is coming over, and Calvin brought something to share with us today. What did you bring?
This is your mask, Miss Sharon.
Is that me?
That's you. Actually, this is a mask of symbolism. Do you know what symbols are for?
No.
Symbols, they represent something.
Oh, it's just beautiful. It's a gorgeous mask. May I hold it?
Sure.
That's me?
Yep.
Oh, dear.
Let me...
Well, let's give our friends at home a very good look at the mask here. That doesn't look at all like me. Look at that. I love the colors. The colors are beautiful. Well, let's look at some pictures because we took some pictures of how you made this mask, and maybe we can talk about what you're doing. Oh, there I am. There's the picture right there. Look at that. Calvin is placing, what are you putting on my face?
That's Vaseline right
Vaseline,
now.
right. You're getting me ready for this. Oh, my. And that Vaseline felt a little cold, too. It really did.
We use Vaseline so that the gauze doesn't stick to your hair or your pores.
Right. And you use lots and lots of Vaseline. Now you're placing something on my head. What's that?
Yeah, this is saran wrap
Uh-huh.
to protect your hair. And now we're starting with the gauze. This is the same kind of gauze that the doctors use when someone breaks their arm. They just place it on
Oh,
your
I
arm.
see.
So I'm smoothing it out now.
Oh, boy, look at that. And that was cold, too.
Yeah, the water was
It was
cold.
really cold. And that's your what is that in that container?
All that is water.
Water?
And what it does is it activates the gauze.
Uh-huh. It makes it stick.
Uh-huh. And what's very important in this stage is to sculpt your face with gauze.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, now I've got... Oh, I wanted my friends at home to see that I could still see them in my magic mirror. Oh, now my whole face is covered there.
Yeah.
And now what are you doing?
And now we're taking off the mask mold. This is just a mold.
Mm-hmm.
After this, what we do is we press the clay in to make this mask right here.
Right. And I wanted my friends at home to know that I was still there and I could see them. Look at that mask. There's something that's very, very funny inside the mask. Well, you can see that I had a very good time with that.
Yeah, so did I. It was
Look
a lot
at that.
of fun.
I see something red. Look, my lips are in there. There's my lipstick. Came right off. Well, that's great, Calvin. That was so much fun. And I can't believe this is the final product. This is what you did with the mold that you made.
Right.
Oh, it looks really great. Now, Calvin, you made these masks for a special purpose. Is that right?
Yeah, this is for Festival at the Lake, which will be in June, and this is for the Oakland Festival.
Right.
And I'd like to explain, first of all, that this mask is a mask of symbolism. And the peacock feathers was what I got when I made your mask, and they're a symbol for the elegance.
Oh.
And the gold is a symbol for regalness. The pink is for femininity. And the sculpture actually is a symbol for what I felt from your African heritage. It was a real tribute to your heritage, the beautiful sculpture and the power of the African sculptures.
Oh, that's great.
And then last, I put the doobies all around because that was for laughter, for humor, and for children.
Oh, good.
So
That's
it's a good balance.
great. It's beautiful. Now, the festival is going to be June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, right? The festival at the lake. And will you have that mask along with others there?
Yeah.
So if boys and girls and grown-ups want to see my mask, and I think you did 1,000 masks, is that right?
Yeah,
You and
actually-
other artists?
Actually, we did about 650 masks.
Oh.
And the project is in 3 stages. Next year we'll do another 300 masks, and it'll complete the project. We'll have 1,000 faces by then.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's great. Well, that's beautiful. I'd like it, but I don't think I would have recognized myself. But I'm looking forward to joining you and all of my friends at home at the festival at the lake. Thank you for sharing that with us, Calvin.
Thank you very much.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Romper and friends will return after these messages.
You see, mijo, our ancestors were artists. They created sculpture and they wrote poetry and music. They were scientists and mathematicians. They measured the heavens and discovered the dimension of 0. They were excellent architects. They built pyramids, temples, and cathedrals. Our Mexican heritage is a combination of the Indian and Spanish cultures. In California, our grandparents were the first to farm the valleys. The last 100 years have been challenging as our people struggle to emerge in this society. We have contributed much to this great nation. Times are changing, and our future is very bright.
I'm proud to be a Mexican American.
We now return to Romper and friends.
Welcome back, friends at home. Let's find out how Simon and Henry are doing. Can you help me call Simon? Simon, Simon, can you hear? Now is the time to appear.
Smiling happily, Simon and Henry walked over to the moon rocket. The chalk drawing people brought lots of cans of paint and put them aboard the rocket. The rocket with its strange cargo took off, and while Simon steered, Henry leaned out and with a paintbrush he painted the first stripe of a rainbow. Simon steered the rocket up over the sun in a huge arc and then back the same way. Backwards and forwards they flew until the rainbow was completed. Now the sun could shine and the cloud could rain at the same time without the sun getting wet, because the sun could shelter under the most beautiful multicolored rainbow that chalk drawing people had ever seen. The land of chalk drawings became normal again, and the rainbow kept everyone dry. The children went back to school. The band played. The train started again. And the knight's armor stayed on. Simon headed for home. As he reached the park, it suddenly came on to rain, and Simon got soaked. Now, wasn't that a very odd thing to happen?
Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you. Well, you know my name is Simon, and the things I draw come true. Oh, pictures take me over, climb the ladder with you.
Welcome back, friends at home. We're going to play a number jump game now, and I have some numbers here. Let's look at the numbers. This is number 1. I'll put it right down on the floor here. Number 1. Everybody stay back so our friends at home can see the numbers. And this is number
2.
Number 2. That's right. I'll place it right down.
Upside down.
Well, it's upside down for us, but it isn't for our friends at home. And this is number 3. That's right. Let's place number 3 right down.
Here's the other way.
All right. And number 4 right over here. Space them out a little bit. And number 5 let's have one more number. This is number 6. Now listen for your name, and friends at home, ask a grown-up to write some numbers for you on a piece of paper, and you can join us. I'm going to ask my friend Kelly to walk to number 5. Can you walk to number 5? Step right on number 5. Kelly, can you take a giant step to number 2? Can you step to number 2? Very good. And Kelly, can you jump to number 3? Kelly, step to number 4. Very good. Let's give Kelly a big hand. Thank you. You can come right back over there. Now, let's have Jennifer come over. Friends at home, you try this. Jennifer, can you walk to number 6? Good. And jump to number 5. Good job. And take a giant step to number 1. Very good. And jump to number 2. And step to number 3. And jump to number 4. Oh, that's great. I mixed them all up, didn't I? That was great. Are you ready to try it, Alan? Alan, can you step on number 1? Oh, it was right in front of you. Friends at home, you try it too. Alan, jump to number 5. Good listening. And take a giant step to number 3. Oh, giant step to number 3. There you are. And step to number 4. And take a giant step to number 6. Jump to number 2. Oh, give Alan a hand. Great job, Alan. That was good listening. Desiree, can you step to number 2? Jump to number 6. Number 6. Oh, good. And take a giant step to number 3. Very good. And jump to number 4. Very good. Give her a hand. And Deborah, can you step? Come over here, Desiree. Deborah, can you step to number 4? And jump to number 3. And jump to number 2. Good job. And take a giant step to number 1. Give her a hand. Good job. Jennifer. Jennifer, would you step to number 4? Don't go away. We'll be right back. And step to number 3.
Romper and friends will return after these messages.
Just beyond the Golden Gate is a group of tiny islands. Some years ago, men with guns and clubs came and slaughtered the residents. The residents were only seals. Years later, the islands became a target for bombs and naval guns. Again, the residents were slaughtered. But the residents were only seabirds. The waters around the islands became the dumping ground for radioactive garbage. And again, the residents have suffered. The residents are only ewers and puffins, the gentle seabirds who live there. These islands are the Farallones, and they are perpetually threatened by man-made changes to the coastal waters we share with them. The Farallon Islands are a kind of miniature of the Bay Area waters. And what happens to them next can happen to us. And after all, we are only human. Support the Farallones. Call 868-1222 for more information and help keep the coast clear.
It's Silly Dancing, the all-new edition of Sesame Street Live. Sesame Street Live comes to the Cow Palace Wednesday, May 30th through Sunday, June 3rd, and to the Oakland Coliseum Wednesday, June 6th through Sunday, June 10th. The opening 2 performances at each arena will be KTVU Kidstown Family Nights, with all tickets discounted $3. So let's get silly, Sesame Street style.
Do trees think? Can plant life feel? Do they fear fire? If they do, they're not alone. More people are moving to our forests, so be careful with fire. You could hurt a lot more than trees.
Welcome back, friends at home. I'd like to thank Calvin Ching for coming and sharing the mask with us today. I'm looking for you now in my magic mirror. Romper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? Oh, there's my good friend Tony, and I see you too, Nicole, and there's Dottie and Jim and Steven. Oh, there's my friend Sammy, I see you too, Candace, and there's Zach. Happy birthday to you, Jason. There's my friend Anthony, I see you too, Johnny. Oh, Ashley, thank you for your very nice card. And there's my friend Heather and Danny and Jesse and Dwayne and Danielle and Jackie, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Ding dong, knock knock, hey daddy do. Bing bong, tick tock.
Get ready for loads of fun with the Smurfs coming up next on Channel 2.
Boppity stoppity romper room. Hey diddle diddle dum diddy do. You be
Ms. Sharon's Fashions provided by Goldman's.
ding dong, knock knock, hey daddy do. Tip tap, pitter pat, granny cat too. Rooty toot, kimble, looty loo. Boppity stoppity romper room. Romper room and friends.
The best way to survive an accident is not to get into one.
If I told you my pantyhose could go through an obstacle course like this without a snag, you'd say, no way. And I'd say, no nonsense.
Pantyhose that last are no nonsense.
Wrecked by Tuesday's killer earthquake, as workers brave new aftershocks to begin the long haul back. Damage is now estimated to be anywhere from $4 to $10 billion. This is the CBS Evening News. Dan Rather reporting again tonight live from Oakland, California. Good evening. The number of dead, nobody knows. The number of injured, more than 2,000. The number of displaced persons, more than 12,000, an estimated 10,000 of those in and around Santa Cruz County, just below the Bay Area. President Bush toured the devastated area briefly today. He expressed concern about how long it would take to come back and how much it was going to cost, and he praised the rescue efforts and the comeback spirit of California. Oakland's Old City Hall was condemned, and the city has to do business elsewhere. Many buildings were condemned on the Stanford University campus. Our chief White House correspondent, Leslie Stahl, begins our coverage.
The first word out of the president's mouth when he looked up and saw the broken freeway tilting and cracked was Jesus.
A lot of the people who were killed by these giant crossbeams that hit their cars.
Mr. Bush said he came to provide encouragement to the victims of the earthquake, to let them know he cares.
That steel that you're hanging out there is the vertical reinforcing steel of that column, and it just blew spaghetti out the other side.
And he came to thank the volunteers, the firemen, the Red Cross. He called them 1,000 points of light.
You guys get a little treat.
Before leaving Oakland, the president phoned the hospital room of little Julio Berriman, the 6-year-old boy whose leg was amputated right there on the freeway after his mother had died in the collapse.
And I talked to the dad, talked to the doctor, and so there's this human dimension that's brought home much more clearly by coming here.
Up in his helicopter, a clear view of more devastation, the Bay Bridge. The president paused, hovered over the damaged section. Then south to Santa Cruz, where the mayor says 8,000 people have been left homeless. Surrounded by local officials, as he was most of the day, the president got more of what he was getting most of the day, urgent pleas for federal money. Estimates of emergency and cleanup costs run as high as $10 billion, and the locals want the federal government to pay at least half.
We got to get these disaster centers open and take the claims, reduce the bureaucratic red tape that sometimes goes with them, and I'm confident we can do that. So but I can't give you a total figure yet.
What I'm always leery about is that there's a great deal of hype at the beginning of every disaster. And when it gets down then to the nitty-gritty of having to deliver assistance to people, sometimes that gets lost in the shuffle.
The president's advisors worked all day trying to come up with a specific package of aid. But they don't expect Mr. Bush to ask for as much as the Californians or the Democrats in Congress want. Leslie Saul, CBS News, Sunnyvale, California.
Shortly after President Bush left Highway 880 here, rescue workers began painting initials on the side of what is the doomed stretch of the highway. ND, ND, no vehicle, no vehicle. Over here, 1C, ND, one car, nobody. And over there, DOA, dead on arrival. Grisly, grim work, part of the reality in the aftermath of the earthquake of '89. CBS News has obtained videotape of the work right on top of the freeway. Before anyone could begin removing bodies, huge slabs of concrete had to be removed from this collapsed structure. Then, bodies had to be wrenched out of the twisted steel of crushed cars. Earlier today, I talked with one of the workers, Joe Carter, who leads the rescue team.
We're always taught that in an earthquake, get in a door jamb. Well, the thing on the structure behind us that looks most like the door jamb would be your vent. And apparently most of the people that drove underneath the vent thinking that that was the safest spot to be in.
An abutment.
We have a lot of vehicles that were parked at the vent, and so we assume that they got underneath there, they parked their cars, and then the structure let loose and came down on the vehicle.
The President talked to you this morning. What was his reaction?
I think from the look on his face, I think that he was visibly shocked at the magnitude of what's here. When you first look at it and you're standing next to the structure and you can see what size of a bridge this is and how long it is and you know what kind of destruction you have here, I think that then you become in awe of the situation.
Search and rescue efforts over the weekend could be hampered by rain. It's already raining in the very northern parts of California, and that rain is expected in the Bay Area at any time, or possibly it may hold off until tomorrow. As John Blackstone reports, this is only the latest reminder that even in a high-tech age, man may be at the mercy of nature.
Tuesday afternoon at 5:04, the usually forgettable routine of daily life became indelibly memorable. In seconds, it turned into one of those shared experiences remembered for a lifetime. Where were you when the earthquake struck?
It's a very helpless, horrifying feeling that's really undescribable unless you've been in other earthquakes before or you're unfortunate enough to be in this one.
About 60,000 people were in Candlestick Park waiting for a World Series game that was never played. The mundane put some in great danger, driving across a bridge that couldn't take the strain. The regular commute on Highway 880 ended lives and changed lives.
I need some control on the getting in and out. It's starting to bunch up here.
At one point, he wanted us to cut his leg off just to get him out.
In the Santa Cruz Mountains, where houses are built virtually atop the San Andreas Fault, the fault suddenly showed itself, no longer just a part of geology, but a real crack through the middle of the house.
Just last week I was talking about how lucky we were living in California without all these tragedies, and now, a week later, here we are, ruined.
As the shock of Tuesday night fades, a new understanding of the terrible possibilities is taking its place. The destructive energy release was only 5 or 10% of a truly big earthquake. Californians have been given a demonstration of the danger that underlies their lives now and forever. John Blackstone, CBS News, Oakland.
The wind's increasing, the possibility of rain is increasing. The aftershocks of Tuesday's earthquake continue. Aftershocks not only underground, but aftershocks in the heads and hearts of the people in and around this Bay Area. Medical correspondent Susan Spencer reports on what's been done to help people get over what they've seen and endured and can't forget.
Man moved in this morning to finish the job nature started. Families in the devastated Marina neighborhood got one last chance to pack up. Lifetimes were tossed out of windows and stuffed into garbage bags. After the shock, now comes the realization of what this earthquake really has done.
We lost everything, and you see people who died in this building. We never thought it would be this bad.
People have had what's really, in reality, a life-threatening experience, and something that has shaken their perception of the world as a safe and stable place.
Especially for those who literally have no refuge. Once affluent, now the newly homeless, who lived in one of the buildings about to come down.
We have 15 minutes to get everything we can, like clothes, jewelry, and get the hell out of there.
Red Cross volunteers worry that some residents are so upset they are not getting out. That some, old people especially, may be hiding, huddled still in their homes.
People feel like they don't want to go out of their house. They feel safest at home, in spite of the fact that may not make logical sense.
None of this, of course, has been lost on the area's children, who the experts say now need constant reassurance that the earthquake wasn't somehow their fault, and need to understand that everyone was afraid. But teachers say the fear is receding the more the kids reenact the earthquake of last Tuesday. Everyone is being encouraged to talk. Counselors roam the shelters. Police are setting up a hotline. The Red Cross is overwhelmed with volunteers.
Just volunteering, and all these clothes are from people just off the streets who brought in their clothes.
But despite the community spirit and determination, past disasters indicate that people should expect rocky times ahead. That what happened in less than 30 seconds will take a very long time to heal. Susan Spencer, CBS News, San Francisco.
Still to come on tonight's CBS Evening News, the shot damage south of here nearest the epicenter, and the widespread tremors that have shaken the California dream.
The Subaru Legacy app.
The flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Deborah. Will you give Tony our flag? Friends at home, let's find out what Upup is doing. I think Upup wants to swim. Let's open your eyes and open your ears. Here we go.
Granny, want to play marbles?
No, Upup. I'm going down to the pool.
Oh, no. Let's talk. Let's read. Let's do anything else, please.
Upup, everyone's gone swimming. Let's hurry down and take a dip. I've been working on my swan dive.
Swimming is silly.
Oh, no, Upup. It's very healthy. It exercises your muscles and gives your lungs a workout.
I give my lungs plenty of working out by yelling. Ah! It's much more fun.
Upup, don't you want to be with your friends?
Some friends. They're off swimming and leaving me here to be bored to death.
Well, you can join the fun.
I can't.
Why not?
Because it's dumb. And because I can't swim.
Oh, you have to take lessons.
I did, but I kept sinking.
Well, don't give up.
I got water in my nose.
So you're not great at swimming.
Do you want to tell the whole neighborhood? I've got to be great at everything.
Upup, no one is. I can roller skate, skydive, and play ping pong, but I never could hit a home run. I kept striking out.
Oh, well, if I'm not the best, people will laugh at me.
Is that what you think? Everyone doesn't have to be a whiz at everything.
You see, you're laughing. I'm ruined. I'll have to leave town. Upup the Great. He can't even swim. Even ducks can swim. I'm ruined.
Oh, Upup, I like you for being you. You can do lots of wonderful things.
Name some.
You're bright and charming.
Is that all? Come on, Granny, you can do better than that.
Okay. You're funny and quick and clever.
I'll take it from there. I'm also brilliant, witty, fun at parties, gallant, daring, bold.
You forgot the most important thing.
What's that?
You're willing to try new things.
Oh, yeah, I sure am.
Like swimming.
Romper and friends will return after these messages.
Happening now at Tri-City, the world's largest sporting goods store. Our annual Great Outdoors Sale. Guaranteed lowest prices in California on tents, sleeping bags, coolers, stoves, lanterns, water skis, vests, hydroslides, guns, rods and reels, marine accessories, bicycles, exercise equipment, and much more. Plus, your outdoor adventure starts right in your own backyard with the world's largest selection of patio furniture and barbecue equipment. We've got it all. Tables, chairs, umbrellas, and lounges from great names like Brown Jordan, Tropitone, Homecrest, Growflex, Innova, and more. All at guaranteed lowest prices in California. Only at your Summer Sunshine Superstore showplace, Tri-City in Fremont.
Come discover the Bay Area's best-kept secret, the Coyote Point Museum in San Mateo. This one-of-a-kind museum offers a unique and exciting way to explore and understand our Bay